Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me okay? Okay, wonderful. Well, welcome to Rosary Academy's open house. Thank you again for joining us tonight. We're so grateful to be having you on campus today. My name is Mary Doherty. I graduated from Rosary in 2009, and I'm currently the Director of Admissions here. So if you haven't met me before, I'm your person when you're talking about going through the application process, scholarships, any fun events that we do here on campus. I'm your go-to person for all of that. Also, a warm welcome to everyone who is joining us tonight through our live stream. We hope you enjoy tonight's programming as you learn more about what makes Rosary special and unique and safely interact with our wonderful and special community. To start off the night, we have 4 spectacular speakers who will share the benefits of Rosary's All-Girl Advantage through different experiences and perspectives. So I'm happy to introduce our first speaker of the night, our head of school, Dr. Pouch.
Thank you very much. Spectacular, quite an interesting introduction. Thank you, Mary. Can everybody in the back hear me now? Better without the mask? Thank you. Again, welcome, and I am blessed and privileged to serve, as Mary said, as the head of school for Rosary Academy. Thank you also for considering Rosary. It's a Catholic school that definitely gives a young woman the opportunity to become a faith-filled leader and to guide us into our future. I have had the privilege of working at Rosary for over 27 years. It's been quite an interesting adventure. I started as a teacher and activities director, and then I moved into administration as an assistant principal. I took a little sabbatical from Rosary, went to another school for a couple of years, and came back as the head of school. So I am thrilled to be back. I've been back, this is my 4th year back, and I truly believe in what we do and how we serve young women. I am the product of an all-girls school, and I have believed in all-girl education for many, many years because of all the wonderful things it gives. So you're probably asking yourself, why choose Rosary? There's several different reasons. One, we have a 55-year history. We are rooted in the Sisters of St. Joseph of Orange, who are our founding administrators. They gave us our wonderful charism of unity, reconciliation, and service to the dear neighbor without distinction. That is at the heart of who we are and who we ask each of our young women to become, women of service and women of faith. So again, why Rosary? Academic excellence, of course, that's huge for us. Subjects and our teachers, the things that they do in the classroom. But it's what they do in the classroom to build relationships. We are small enough that we can build those close, important relationships with our teachers and with our families. But we're not so small that we get lost. Also, our Catholic education is paramount to who we are. The fact that we are a school based on our faith and our calling to be Catholic women. Of course, we have great, wonderful, special traditions. Some of you have probably heard of some of them. Rosary Day, for example, where our junior class gets their class rings, and we hold a Mass in honor of our feast day of Our Lady of the Rosary in October. Of course, we also have our beloved red and gold tradition. That has been a tradition for over 50 years, and we hope continues for another 50. It truly builds spirit and community and sisterhood. And the other elements of why Rosary have to do with leadership, sisterhood, wellness, and of course our faith. The leadership opportunities that abound in an all-girls school are things that are hard to explain. It's not just leadership positions, like being the ASB president, but it's the opportunity to lead in a classroom. Every young woman has that opportunity. Every young woman has the opportunity to excel at Rosary. At Rosary, we truly try to work with our young women so they understand the future that they have in store is anything that they can dream, anything that they want to be for who they are and who they will be in their future and for our future of our global community. Why all girls? Again, as I said, it's that leadership opportunity, that opportunity to truly develop who we are and who they are as young women. Our teachers are experts in all-girl education. They find ways to reach each young woman, and each may have a little different nuance, but that's the beauty of an all-girl education. Each teacher can work with each student. Rosary gives us the opportunity to have our young women build their faith and find their voice. I know Lauren will speak to finding her voice through her adventure and journey through Rosary. And I know that we also have a wonderful speaker who couldn't be with us in person, but she has a recorded message for you about how she found her voice and how she has noticed the voices of the young women come through what she does in the admissions office at Chapman University. At Rosary, each young woman will learn that the future is hers and that she can do anything with her faith as her guiding path. As I've mentioned, I truly believe in what I do. I am incredibly biased. I've been here for 27 years. I worked at another all-girls school, and I also went to an all-girls school. What we provide for young women is remarkable. The girl that comes into Rosary will not be the same young woman that graduates in 4 short years. I hope tonight you get the opportunity to meet some of our teachers, see what goes on in our classrooms, speak to some of our coaches, other administrators, directors, and learn so much more about all the different programs that we have to offer. Because in each one of those programs, young women get to excel without having to worry about who the young man is sitting next to them and how they have to respond and work with that person in class. They get to excel, they get to speak out and learn to find that voice that is within them. And they get to do that embodied in our faith as Catholics. So it is now my honor and my privilege to introduce our principal, Mr. Sean Bassford.
Thank you, Dr. Pouch. Greetings and good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join us this evening to learn about our programs and consider Rosary as the high school for your daughter. I know you'll learn a great deal about Rosary Academy tonight, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about some of the unique academic advantages of Rosary, just so that you can hear me a little bit more. We have a one-of-a-kind, one-to-one tablet PC program. Each student is given a tablet PC that is actually, it converts from a laptop to a tablet PC where students can actually write on the screen itself. Students can use their tablet to take notes, actually writing on the screen while doing so, to write papers, and access an array of digital content. Teachers can actually assign homework using the tablet, they can grade homework using the tablet, and we use software that is relevant to students both here at Rosary as well as in their college years, Word and Excel, things of that nature. A lot of schools are going to offer technology. Please realize that it's not the technology itself that matters, it's actually what the students are doing with that technology that makes a difference in their learning and how they excel as learners. In your search for the right high school for your daughter, you're going to hear a lot about honors and AP courses. We have honors and AP courses here at Rosary as well, but we have more than that. We work with students at all different levels. We have classes for students with learning differences, and we have classes for students that struggle in every average day classes. We have specific courses to help them with that. We can help all learners succeed when it comes to classwork at Rosary. Perhaps more important than all of this, we're experts in girls' education. There are no differences in what boys and girls can learn, but there are differences in the way that girls learn. A girl's brain is more developed than her male peers. Sorry, guys. Girls can listen better for longer periods of time. They can sit more calmly in a class with less distractions than the boys. Girls thrive in an environment that promotes interaction and connection, which is a big piece of what we do at Rosary. Rosary girls have a voice. You're going to hear that a lot. At Rosary, girls are exposed to high-achieving girls to inspire them to achieve in all fields of study. And Rosary girls are free to be themselves both inside the classroom and outside the classroom. We know how girls learn best, and we provide an environment that allows girls to flourish. Again, thank you for being here tonight, and we look forward to welcoming you into the Rosary family in the months ahead. And for those of you that are current 8th graders, welcome you as a member of the class of 2025. Now, a word from a 2010 Rosary alum and current Assistant Director of Admissions at Chapman University, Christina Hernandez.
Hi everyone, good evening, and welcome to all of the future prospective Royals. I'm so happy that you were able to come out to learn more about the Rosary experience and what makes this place the right fit for you for the next 4 years, and welcome to your parents as well. Welcome to the journey, welcome to the next step. I'm sorry that I can't be with you tonight to share about my special relationship with Rosary Academy and the community, but this will just have to do during these uneasy times. To introduce myself, my name is Christina Hernandez, and I'm an alumna of Rosary class of 2010, and I currently work in college admissions, which I'll tell you a little bit more about later. But during my time here, I could often be found on the Servite stage, whether it be through Red and Gold, theater arts in general. It used to be called Tri-School, it's now called Trinitas, as well as the choir program at Rosary. I was often performing. I don't think I recognized how lucky I was to have had all of the experiences I did until well into my collegiate years, but I feel a bit more equipped to have that conversation now. Rosary Academy provides 4 years of college preparation, both in and out of the classroom. Faculty and staff are consistently encouraging the students to become the women that they aim to be through leadership, faith, athletics, arts, and academics. When I was here, besides the performing arts, one piece that greatly occupied my time in high school was searching for the right fit college. Every student is guided through the college application process. I think I just liked it a little bit more than everyone else, which is not surprising that I now work in college admissions on the other side of the computer screen from where I was 11 years ago at this point applying to college. Wow, that's crazy. But Rosary really does inspire and it enables students to become the best versions of themselves. It provides transformational experiences for the whole person, and I think that the 13 and 14-year-olds who enter into Rosary are not the same ones who leave. I came in as a very uncertain and timid 14-year-old without a single person from my elementary school coming, unless you count my older sister, which honestly at the time I did not. But the woman who I left was a woman of faith. She had confidence and had strength to take on the world with the rest of my Rosary sisters. To share a little bit about my knowledge and experience from what I do now in college admissions, I currently am an assistant director of admissions at Chapman University. I've worked in admissions for 6 years now, currently at Chapman, but previously I worked in admissions for my alma mater, Loyola University Chicago. I think it kind of helped the transition to go with what I knew before stepping out and returning closer to home. But while the two schools remain different in mission and vision, and spiritually they're very different, both of them, as many four-year universities in the country do, follow a holistic admission approach, which means we look at the entire person. If you go to a college or go to a high school even and start hearing about the word holistic, that's what this is pointing to. It's not just about the academics. Holistic admission means that the review process takes a deeper look into not just the academic performance and how challenging the classes that you're taking, how many APs are you taking, how many honors. It's much deeper than that. It's about the whole self. So colleges with holistic admissions are not just looking for students with good grades, but they're aiming to build a class of interesting, diverse students who will contribute to each campus community in meaningful ways. Just how every student is different, every college is different. And so the right fit kind of goes both ways, if that makes sense. Linking this back to the Rosary experience, this place does a phenomenal job of preparing the mind, the body, the spirit for those who attend to be ready for college as the next step. I think it really is the assumed, it is the default, that that's your plan, that's the next step. And so Rosary the entire time is preparing you for what college classes are going to be like, what college writing is going to be like, what college social life is going to be like, etc. I'm lucky enough to get to see that year in and year out from high schools all over the country, but specifically Rosary. It's the job of admission officers all over the world to determine college readiness and preparedness first and foremost, but Rosary does provide pathways for students to excel, not just in the competitive academic environment, but where that can be tied to their extracurricular interests and contribute to their community as leaders. I think one of the most common but general questions I get is, what do I have to do to get into college? What should I do now to prepare for college? What should my child do to prepare for college? And here's a big fat secret of college admission, is that there's no real answer to that question. I think it just depends on the journey and the specific interests and the personality of the student at hand. One thing I will tell to you all, the 7th and 8th graders, my biggest advice, I have 4 things. I almost said 3, 4. Challenge yourself, even when it might be easier to make a different choice. Say yes to any opportunity that interests you, even if it scares you. Work hard to do your best and find balance in the pieces of your life that give you the most meaning. So don't just sign up for the club because you think it'll look good. Sign up for the club that actually interests you, that you want to learn more, you want to connect and grow in that community. If you think of your day in thirds, so you're probably, I know virtual life's a little bit different, but if you're doing schoolwork, let's say for 7-8 hours a day, you're hopefully sleeping for 7-8 hours, right, ladies? What are you going to do with the last third of your day? Are you playing on a team? Are you being an artist? Are you learning a new skill? Students from Rosary are athletes, artists, writers, red and gold captains, campus ministers, businesswomen, future politicians. I mean, really, I've seen all of them. I could go on, I'll spare you. But getting into college isn't about the GPA on the bottom of your transcript, but it's the intersection and the balance of your readiness for college with your contributions to the greater good of society and the personal fit for you within a given school. So I truly, wholeheartedly believe that Rosary helps you achieve all of those things, and it shapes you into the articulate, purposeful, intentional woman who can share all of this on a college application. Even though I'm no longer on the committee of reviewers who reads applications from Rosary, I did it for probably 4 years, I would think. I've read countless essays about students who are writing about the confidence that they gain in the classroom, only having to worry about themselves and their learning rather than what other people are thinking of them. The comfort of, this is one of my favorites, a student who wrote about singing High School Musical in the quad and how there's no school like it, where you have that level of comfortability and authenticity that you're able to just be yourself. I also love it because High School Musical was a big thing even when I was in high school. So it really is an experience that's lasted decades, but I can confidently say that I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for my Rosary education. And I really do believe in this place. I believe in the sisterhood, the experience that it continually provides to students. And I'm fortunate enough to get to travel all over the country. I've been to probably 16 states, mostly in the Midwest, Mid-Atlantic, and I've traveled in parts of California, but I've met with high school students from all different backgrounds, all different walks of life, and may have not been able to articulate it when I was 18 years old, how much I was influenced and shaped by this place, but into my adulthood, I really do have the recognition for and gratitude for my Rosary experience. I can assure you that there's no college-age student better prepared than a Rosary Royal. So that's just a little bit about my background, my perspective. I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your evening and get all of your questions answered. And stay healthy, everyone.
And now for our last speaker of the evening, Lauren Woolley.
Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Woolley and I am a senior here at Rosary Academy. As an 8th grader, I dreamed of coming to Rosary. I looked up to the young women attending Rosary and knew that one day they would be my sisters. At the time, I would have done anything to become a royal, and eventually I did. But it was just not on my timeline. Due to financial problems, my family was not able to send me to Rosary at that given time. I had two options: go to the public high school down the street from my house, or take a year off between 8th grade and freshman year to allow my parents time to figure out tuition. Since I was young for my class, I decided to retake 8th grade online in hopes that my parents could figure it out. As a 13-year-old, this decision was not easy. I saw my friends jump into their high school careers with excitement and felt like my whole life was on pause for a year. But I trusted God and had faith the sacrifice I was making would give me the opportunity to attend my dream school. I am grateful to my parents and donors who have afforded me the opportunity to attend Rosary Academy. As soon as I walked through the front gate, I never looked back. Over the last 3.5 years, I have become a leader, deepened my relationship with God, am more academically driven, and improved my athletic ability. Rosary is a unique place that encourages and supports young women as they discover who God is calling them to be. In an all-girls environment, I speak my mind without feeling judged. I can be my complete self 100% of the time. I'm not afraid to show my school spirit by screaming at the top of my lungs at rallies. I'm not afraid to dress up in goofy outfits during Spirit Week and dance during lunchtime. Not afraid to raise my hand and participate in classroom discussions. From the moment I stepped foot on this campus, any fear I had about high school was gone because I felt welcomed in at home. From meeting my best friends to winning CIF with my water polo team, Rosary has truly given me the best high school experience possible. Being a Rosary Royal means more than just sitting in a classroom and learning about physics. It means sisterhood, faith, leadership, and tradition. As an athlete and an ambassador at Rosary, I have become a leader who communicates effectively, has compassion for others, and leads with confidence. Tradition is truly what makes Rosary unique, and the high school experience exciting and enjoyable. Through traditions like Red and Gold, Rosary Day, or the Father-Daughter Dance, we're able to bond and connect with our sisters. I have 2 brothers at home and can now confidently say I have 500 sisters. We become a family and stay connected beyond our 4 years at Rosary. In addition to the academic rigor, Rosary is preparing me for life beyond college to serve the dear neighbor without distinction. I will start the next chapter of my life with confidence and joy and ready to make a difference. After Rosary, I plan to attend San Jose State University to play water polo on a Division I team while also majoring in political science. Without my teachers and coaches, this would not be possible. Rosary is truly a place that pushed me to be the best student, classmate, athlete, and teammate possible. Thank you.
One more round of applause for all of our speakers tonight. Awesome. Okay, so now we are going to move into the second part of tonight's programming. There's going to be a series of 10-minute presentations in different sections of the campus. So on your daughter's name tag, there's a number that you'll see in the bottom right-hand corner. You can take a look at that. This is going to be your group number for the night. So each group will be guided by royal ambassadors, a few of which you see in here today. And they're here to help answer questions, share their story, and help you with anything that you need tonight. Thank you for working with us to maintain social distancing and keeping your masks above your nose and your mouth throughout the entire evening. There's water stations throughout the entire campus, so please feel free to help yourself to the water whenever you need it. And then, of course, we'll be sending you home with dinner a little bit later. So right now, I'm going to release you by group. So you'll follow your ambassador to your first session. So if everyone can remain seated, and then when I call your group number, please follow your ambassador to your first session. So if you're in group 1, please follow Isabella Caps over here to your first session. So if you're in group 1, you can follow her out. Awesome. And if you are in group 10, you may follow Jade Sandoval over here to your first session. Okay, and if you are in group 5, you're going to be with Irene over here, so you can follow her to your first session. And group 9 will be with Erica, who is over here. Okay. And if you are in group 3, you're going to follow Kate, who is right over here. And anyone in group 6 will be with Isabella Grissotti right over here. And then group 2, you'll be with Lauren, who's right over here. And then group 4 will be with Lily right over here. And then group 7, you'll be with Elizabeth, who's right over there. And last, of course, but not least, group 8, you'll be with Daly, who is right over here. And thank you to everyone who joined us on our live stream tonight. We hope you enjoyed the speeches. Thank you.